Alright, what's up? It's Tammy from T2 Volleyball. And you are rolling with Tammy, driving with Tammy today. I just wanted to do another vlog. I haven't done a vlog for a really long time. Alright, so I must warn you that this video contains explicit material, and if you are not good at watching sick animals. So I thought, you know, this is a perfect time. So I was having some thoughts. So with COVID, all this craziness of, you know, we got to stay in our houses. I'm literally going shopping for my mom. I haven't shopped for my mom. I don't know when was the last time I shopped for my mom other than grabbing a few things at the grocery store. But I'm doing literally her entire shop for the next 2 weeks because she just got back from Florida. She's a bit of a snowbird now, down south. But everybody that comes back has to quarantine for 14 days. So she is on day 4 and ran out of the food I already got her because I tried to pick up her a few things just to survive. So yeah, and I was just thinking, so I've been seeing a lot of Facebooking, and a lot of stuff on Facebook right now is like talking about volleyball, Canada's nationals being canceled. So the provincials were canceled, and we were all like, this really sucks, you know, like our seasons, like what is our season? Do we even train? We can't get at gyms, we can't train anywhere. For me, it's like, this is literally the icing on the cake for me. We've done all the work, we've put in a lot of the coaching, we've put in a lot of the training. Yeah! Now it's like provincials and nationals is a club benefit as much as it is for the kids' experience. It's also for us to kind of show what we do. You know, we train, we do all this hard work, and we work with the kids and we push them, and some of them don't like it, some of them love it. The ones that don't like it, they still like it after provincials and nationals because they realize that being pushed makes them better. They realize that like getting some of that like disappointment in practice is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, I'm having a bad week. Well, you should be disappointed, right? I'm losing confidence. I had one parent tell me this year, my kid lost confidence. Well, yeah, when you have bad practices, you lose confidence. When somebody else is nipping at your heels and maybe they're getting a bit more playtime or whatnot, of course you lose a little confidence. But then if you push hard and you push through that and that drives you, then you get to a point where you can push that person out, or you beat them out, or maybe you work together with that individual. Like in the US, you get a front row player and a back row player, a 3 rotation player and another 3 rotation player, and you become this really great unit and you get to perform. But this happens at provincials and it happens at nationals and other big events near the end of the season. We had so many planned for these kids and to show that off, and we never got to. So it'll be interesting because my club especially, I don't know if other clubs are like this, but my club especially, that part of the training is literally the icing. It's not kind of what I envision as being the hard work. I envision it as being kind of the reward, right? You've done all the hard work, you were pushed, and now we get to show that off and see where we get to. And this year we don't get to do that. It's actually, it's crazy, you know? But then I see all these posts that are like, they're saying, you know, this really sucks. I'm not going to get to go to our U18, our last national championship. And I guess what I find interesting, is just how disappointing that is. Of course it is. I mean, anytime you get to miss, or anytime you have to miss a national championship, it's disappointing, right? But at the same time, it should be a really good reminder of how important every nationals is, right? And I find that at the younger age groups more and more, and this is, I think, because we get to go to so many and there's no real earning to get there. You can just sign up for nationals, right? And you can just sign up. So then kids and parents don't feel maybe it's a reward. It's just something you do. And then, you know, when you're signing up for like a U18 nationals and it's like my last one, it's like, this is where I put it all in. But I'm like, shouldn't we have been doing that every year, right? Like, shouldn't we have been thinking the U16 year, like, okay, yeah, maybe we get to go to one next year. I guess people just assume they get one next year. So, well, this is just experience. Yes, it is just experience, but it's also kind of your opportunity. And you might not get another one, is kind of what I'm saying. Like, when I played, I only got my U18 nationals, right? So, like, I didn't get to play club, right? I didn't play club until U18, and that was my last one. That was my first and last, and we got to go because we qualified, which was pretty awesome, to Moncton, New Brunswick, which we traveled to, and it honestly, I will never forget that experience. And it wasn't because it was my U18 year, it was because it was a year, and I never got anything else. So, and you know, there are some kids who maybe this was their first year of club volleyball and they never got to go, and that's like really hard. And I don't think it matters if it's your 18 year, 16 year, 17 year. I feel like we need to all step back and go, we don't know if we're gonna get these things, you know, yeah, in our life in general, but as volleyball players, as coaches, as players, you know, as coaches, we sometimes have a bad show at a provincials or a nationals, and we go, oh well, there's next year. But like, is there, you know, and should we be thinking that? I mean, yeah, we can kind of make ourselves feel better for it, but before we go, are we thinking that? Is it affecting our performance because we're thinking, oh well, if we don't do very, very good, or, you know, I'm not performing, then I'll just get another shot at it next year. But this is a good example of sometimes there isn't a next year. And I think it's also good preparation for those U18s, because a lot of those U18s, I mean, a lot of the ones I've coached, I know are going on to play. And when you go to university, you're not guaranteed nationals. Nationals is not something you get to go to. You need to work every single day at practice to get there. And every single day is a step to get to those national championships, to get to those, you know, maybe just your provincial championships or your regional, you know, playoff, just to get to that. And I think that it's actually better, I hate to say it, that you don't get to just go. That, like, not that it was taken away from you, but it's a reminder that you have to put it in. And maybe you have, you know, maybe you're a top team, maybe you're a top 3 team in British Columbia, and you would have been going even if there was a qualification period. And so that's really tough for you, but it's just life. You know, we don't just get things, we earn it, and then we're lucky to get to experience it. And I think that maybe, you know, did you 100% appreciate all those other nationals, or were you just looking forward to your last one? You know, and I think that that's really important. I think Volleyball Canada and Volleyball BC need to look at this. I think all volleyball organizations need to look at it. Is it a benefit to just allow kids to go? I don't know. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, because I believe giving lots of kids an opportunity, whether you're the best or you're not. But I also believe in how to get those best kids to their full potential. I don't believe it's just giving them. It's just like allowing them entry. I think that earning it, I think having to put it in, I think you get more commitment from athletes. I think you get more commitment to themselves, never mind to the clubs and programs and to the sport. You know, and I think that part of the process is really important for life, right? If you commit to the things you're going to do and you put it in, you get it done. You know, I'm half committed to the finishes of my house right now. It could be a year till they get done because I'm not fully committing to it. And this is my life, right? And this is not volleyball. And I think this is important. But I know that it's because of my commitment that this house isn't finished yet, right? It's not. I'm not blaming other people. I'm not, you know, it's my commitment that I haven't put in yet, right? If I start committing to it, well, it gets done, right? And I think that's what we're not teaching kids by just allowing them to go. And I don't know what's wrong or right. Like, I'm not trying to say one way is better than the other. I just think that it's something we're losing. And, you know, maybe this COVID thing is just another reminder to people that we don't just get groceries. You know, we don't just get these things. We have to, you know, maybe work a little harder in our lives and commit more. And then, you know, and then to be lucky for the things we do have, because even with all those things, it can be taken away, and our right to go outside can be taken away, right? So it's kind of crazy, but I'm gonna head in here. We're at the Superstore. I'm gonna see the lineup. It was a really long lineup last time. Chili, what's up? Yeah,